Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Giants are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Saints team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants.
Easy. 220. Alpha. 53. Ready? Play 20.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd down following the run. Brady going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cook. And got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the... 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st down, this is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll throw with Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
On
second down, here's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vince Beagle leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there. Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. A give. This is Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's got it up and through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They give it to Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. He finds his running back, Rawls, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They start the second half with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now back to throw. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. try to pound it in. Kamara gets around him. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. On 3rd down, Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Brady to throw on second down. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. To throw is Brady. His throw incomplete. Oh, Tom Brady still down on the ground. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd and 10 here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now Webb. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete, and he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. They run it again with Kamara. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They They start on the ground with Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, Alabama. Wait, 20. Easy.
Off the bootleg. Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go.
Now a a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Let's go! 3-19!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. 20.
Throwing again. Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Brady got to have this one. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Brady will try again on second down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, here's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Will Redmond.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go! B-19! Detroit! Detroit! Back on! Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! No, check! Patriot! Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. A swing pass caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go now! B-19! Leopard! Detroit!
Kamara trying again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now it's Brady. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Wait, 20.
On play action, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let it fly. A swing pass caught. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here. One final try now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.